Hello, I'm Jessica Amir for the Finance News Network. Joining me over the phone now from medicinal cannabis provider Creso Pharma is Executive Chairman and Co-founder Boaz Wachtel and Chief Operating Officer David Russell. Boaz, David, welcome.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
First to you, Boaz, you've just announced the purchase of Mernova Medicinal. Who are they and what's their footprint?
The group is a Nova Scotia-based medical cannabis startup that applied for a license in 2014, and they advanced through the licensing process. And they are developing a cultivation site of 20,000 square feet initially, with the potential to grow to 200,000 square feet.
Sounds great. And how does the purchase benefit Creso Pharma?
Well, it does have a strategic rationale because we will become a vertically integrated company with access to the Canadian market, which is the largest medical cannabis market today in the world. It has a potential for export to other countries as well. And the Canadian operation would allow us to grow our own crops, use it in our delivery technologies, and access the Canadian market, which is growing rapidly, and it has a potential for a tremendous upside with legalization of cannabis coming up in June 2018.
And what are the terms of the deal?
The terms of the deal is a $10.1 million cash and equity deal consisting of 3 milestones, mixture between cash payments and equity. The first one is a $600K Canadian upon settlement and 2.4 million Creso shares. The second milestone is again $600,000 and 2.4 million shares upon completion of the buildup of the facility and planting the first crop. And the third milestone is another 600,000 Canadian dollars and 3.5 million shares upon sales licensing granted to the Canadian licensed producer. So it's a very safe structure, and most of it is paid by Creso shares. And we're very happy to proceed with these milestones.
And what about first revenues from Mernova? When can we expect that?
We expect the first revenues coming up September 2018 after we complete the acquisition and the build-up. And then after that, there's a generation of revenues stream which are very significant in the millions of dollars for years to come.
Now to you, David. With the acquisition of Mernova, Creso becomes the only ASX-listed medicinal cannabis company with a Canadian presence and license application. How important is that, and what is the valuation upside?
Yeah, Jess, it's very important. The vertical integration also gives us the ability to continue to generate a lot of our own innovative products and control the intellectual property that comes out of that. We see those products as brands in the future to be differentiated in both the Canadian market and also taking on our own ability to produce our products, Canaquix and Anabadiol, which are in launch phase in Europe and Switzerland. The other valuation upside is Canada's already a proven export market. We were the first company to export Canamed oils into Australia to help service the medicinal cannabis market there. So there's a proof of concept there for using Canada as also a supply for the rest of the world.
Last question now to you both. When do you expect Mernova to get its Canadian license, and what other news flow can investors look out for?
Yeah, sure. Look, I'll have to go first. Boaz mentioned the licensing and production within around 12 months. The licensing then will allow us to do the extraction process and produce products. I think the news flow for Creso in general, we've got the Anabadiol launch coming up in Switzerland, Canaquix in Q1 next year, and we'll continue to update the market on how we're progressing with medicinal cannabis in Australia.
Creso overall is achieving its development plans and the commercialization plans ahead of schedule, and we anticipate a very strong revenue stream coming our way in the next 2 months already, while we introduce, as David said, the animal products. And during the first quarter of 2018, introducing the human products. So overall, Creso is in a very good position to increase its value dramatically in the next 12 months.
Well, it's all sounding extremely exciting. Boaz Wachtel, David Russell, thanks so much for the update.
Thank you, Jessica.
Great, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.